What chord is being less?
You know the name of the
Past presenter?
that's speaking today?
Oh, Anna, I think, I don't know. So Anna's definitely speaking. I just didn't know. It was weird because there was going to be someone that was going to present from Daryl. I guess that is.
Back up this morning.
Oh, is that what happened? Oh, God. So yeah, so I guess it's going to be her.
We do a town hall. The town hall sometime after that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Which would be
Yeah, good luck.
Thanks.
That's you.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Okay. Mine's easy because mine's got a chip on
Oh,
it.
mine's got my name.
Okay. Yeah, like we can have, we can pull that off. But if you say, I just want to go ahead and yeah, what do you think of the yeah. Okay. Maybe.
Let me take a photo of you guys. Who, me? Yeah. What? Oh, I was like, what's happening to the sun? Perfect. Yeah, perfect. Huh. It's a little dark, huh?
It's a little dark, but it's rolling.
We need like a
Lighting rig.
like a spotlight. Like a. Oh, I don't have my wand. I have a lighting wand.
I'll just be real bright.
So this is just so you know, those over there are a little bit outside the scope. So ideally, I don't think this is supposed to be.
Yes. Oh no. I got some help.
How much lighting?
No, unfortunately, yeah. So we're not winning any sort of yeah, whatever it's called. I saw it purpose. I think probably for the screen, maybe. We don't have any around anywhere right now, so.
The mic, is there a live mic? I don't. Oh, is that,
Yeah, that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be starting in about 5 minutes. About 5 minutes to 1 million votes.
what is the name of the camera projector? The basket that goes. Oh! Karina. I'm not a Russian. Okay, all right. That's why I kept thinking I was getting it.
Every time. Just keep walking right in front of it.
It's okay.
Every time.
So I assume the person backed out today was before the game. I didn't see them yesterday. Oh, yes. There's no sense in. Oh yeah, no. I already told him like feel free to extended a little bit. It's okay. Yeah, you made it up, brother. You got it, let me know. Absolutely. Appreciate you.
And is there a slide that says we're looking for presenters and we're looking for all that stuff? Just to get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We'll be starting shortly. Please take your seats.
Slide one is welcome everybody. Who's here been here before? His first time is Ride. Whatever. And venue sponsor, thank you for Josh. Yeah, right? The community athletes. I don't know. It's a little weird.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be starting very shortly. Please take your seats. I use the microphone that sets back the sound in a way that is both calming and helpful. Does that sound a little better? Oh, there we go. A little more bass. A little more Monica in my life. Keep going. That sounds good. Yeah. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. We'll be starting any minute now.
The presenters wanted, volunteers wanted. Speaking of which, positive. We just start, or should I try and get it?
Let's start.
All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to 1 Million Cups. If you're over in the coffee section, please come and grab a seat so we can get ourselves started this morning. Good morning to our friends on Zoom and YouTube. Thanks for watching. All right, so my name is PJ. I'll be guiding you through 1 Million Cups this morning. As we get started, by a show of hands, how many of you are here for the very first time? First timers? All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your hands up because as a first time guest, you get a cool notebook. And today you get a very special bonus tote. All right, I've got one more gentleman. Now, how many of you are past presenters? We got one past presenter here, 2 past presenters here. Excellent, thank you. Welcome, thanks for coming back. And then how many of you are regulars that brought a friend? Who brought a friend today? All right, well, thank you for joining us this morning at 1 Million Cups. We have a fun morning planned for you. It's a little bit different today, but it's gonna be a good time. Before we get too deep into it, let me tell you a little bit about the Kauffman Foundation. All across America right now, at least another 100 locations, there are 1 Million Cups happening. So if you're ever out and about the world, you can always find a 1 Million Cups happening Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock. So check out the website if you're ever traveling. There are great meetups all around the country. There's also good meetups in Ann Arbor happening. So you can always check them out if you're out that way. We're always looking for presenters. If you've got a problem in a small business and you want to get some advice, this is the place to do it. We're also always looking for volunteers. This is entirely volunteer run. So if you want to help make this happen, we're always looking for new people to make that happen. Also, how about we want to thank our venue, Incubizo. Round of applause for Josh and Carmen. You'll notice there is an iPad going around to check in on. It doesn't take too long, and if you could please do that, it's very helpful for us to know really how many people we've got coming to these things. Let's see, and we're looking for coffee sponsors. If you want to sponsor the coffee, like Cosmo did this morning, we're always looking for more people to help out with that. So you can talk to me afterwards, or Daryl, or
No.
oh, coffee. I'm sorry, coffee is Carmen. Then Josh? Carmen, that's Carmen. That's not Josh. That's just Carmen. Okay, good. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome up our coffee sponsor for this morning. Okay, good. Our coffee sponsor for this morning, if you would please welcome Cosmo Detroit to the stage.
Hello, everyone. Buenos dias. How's everyone doing?
Doing great.
Good. So we have a coffee company called Comsa, and we are actually the Detroit branch. So we're going to do Comsa Detroit. We have coffee from Honduras. So who are we? We've been around for 21 years. My dad is one of the farmers, but I represent 1,500 farmers. Now, when it started with 64 farmers who came together and said, hey, if we actually work together, we're gonna make more money. Because essentially what happens is a buyer travels to these countries and says, I want coffee. And then a whole bunch of people say, I have coffee. And then now everyone loses out because there's only one buyer, one farm, or one farmer. So now if you collectively bring the coffee to one location, that means that everyone wins. And so that's how it started. My dad is actually one of those farmers, so I get to work with him all the time. Now, what makes us different than a lot of spaces is that we have 1,500 farmers that started from 64. We also have a biodynamic farm. So that means we do soil testing. We make sure we go get organic matter. We do a composting, recycling. We do all these tests to make sure that the coffee is good from the ground all the way till it gets to your cup. Whew, sorry, my first time in Oakland County. All right, the third part is that we have a Comsa International School, which means that we actually have a school designated for the farmers' kids. And so what we're now building here in the US, we're actually trying to do scholarships where we can pay for the kids to continue going with what we make with the involvement in Detroit. Not only that, because we have a biodynamic farm background, we're also working with farmers and gardens here in Detroit/Michigan, where we're doing composting and we're giving back to the soil here in the US. So now all the way through and through, we're changing the ecosystem and we're helping it continue to build and get better. We also have a cupping laboratory and roastery. Most farmers, what they do is they sell a green coffee and then they distribute to the US or to anywhere else. And then the person here, or where they're at, they actually roast the coffee and then they sell it. But we have all of that going on in Honduras, so that means we can employ more people to do more work in Honduras, which now you can consider it a third world country, and so we're helping everyone out. So we have a 5Ms philosophy. That means we have organic material, microorganisms, live molecules, and minerals, everything that we can get from Earth. So that means that we're able to use what Earth gives us and give it back. But we can't do that if we don't have the gray material. So what do you guys think gray material is?
Brain.
The brain, right? So the brain, if we have all those things and we don't have the gray material correctly put, we can't combine those to actually make the right solution for everybody. So what we started off with markets and events here in Michigan. So we've done about 4 markets. We've been around for 2 years, but we've been blessed that we're actually building out the last 6 months. Our parent company in Honduras, we were actually able to talk to them and say, hey, give us a chance to go 100%. And so for the past 6 months, we've been doing a lot more events. We've also been able to do meetings. So we have thermos, cups, lids, creamers, and sugar. So we can have a setup just like that for you guys. And then we also do green coffee, roasted coffee, packaged coffee, and you can make your own coffee. So we can customize your order. And then that is going to be our information. And what I want to do now is share a video.
My mouse looks perfect. I can do that. Bear with me. I'm not there.
Okay. Do you guys know coffee? Do you guys know a coffee plant? Have you guys seen a coffee plant before? Right? No. So a coffee plant actually can grow from 3 feet all the way to 9 feet. It grow really tall. And so it actually comes as a cherry. So they call it a coffee cherry. And so what essentially happens is you get a coffee cherry, you pluck that, and then you can have 3 different ways. You can have a natural, oh, there's a cherry. So you can have a natural process, you can have a half wash process, which is honey, or you can have a full wash coffee. And so what people do is they literally can grab the cherry, they drop it, and they let it dry, and that's called natural process. So you can ask your baristas, or you can ask people and ask them, hey, what processed coffee do you have? And if they tell you that, then you know that that's that process. Now, the second process is half wash. So that means that you peel that cherry skin, and then you half wash some of that pulp that stays on there, because it's a cherry. And so if you half wash it, you get a honey, so you get a sweeter taste to it. Now, the other one is called parchment dry, which is fully washed coffee. That means you get rid of all of that parchment, or you get rid of all that liquid. And so that now has dry coffee, and then that just has a regular, you could do like espresso coffee, right?
Mike.
Natural honey, and that's wash. Thank you. So just so you guys know, we have flyers here that has our information, so you guys can fill out the form. And we also have like catering events, so you guys have pricing on there. Another thing I want to share before I head out, I want to actually share that we're doing a Feeding the Community initiative. And so this is another way that we give back to the community. Once a month, we're doing a give back, where we're actually doing free coffee and free hot meals to the community. We're starting in Detroit, but we could branch out and do that anywhere in Michigan. So we just set up shop and set up a table, and then we just give out free hot coffee and hot foods back to the community, because we want to make sure that people get fed.
Thank you very much. All right, now next up, we have a past presenter who is coming back to give us an update on how things are going for them. So if I could welcome to the stage, Karina.
Hi, runners love coffee, so it's so great that we got coffee every morning. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am Karina. I've been a running coach for more than 12 years. I've coached runners from the competitive to the starting stages in Mexico and in the United States. And after seeing how the trainings were doing and how many runners starting to get injured and they needed more comprehensive trainings, I decided to create a platform, an exercise platform that would personalize your running coaching and your strength training to avoid injury. That's how I created BeFit Runners, and it is an online platform that personalizes your coaching and your training so that you're guided all the way through your process. Now, members pay a monthly membership in order to be able to be trained by our coaches, and we complement their trainings with classes starting from yoga, from cycling, anything that's related to running. This platform started, and the first time I presented here, it was very few people. I didn't know what to do. I just came here and openly said, it's been growing. I have people that are asking me to deliver the service, but I don't have the platform set up yet. I don't have enough coaches. I don't know if I should do in-person trainings. I don't know what to do. And I was very open. I talked about how I needed more confidence in order to present this project to other people and other businesses. And this group, if you are planning to present, and this is where my update, I guess, comes up. If you're planning to present, I suggest that you come and really open your ears and really tell your story from where you're starting from. Be open about your idea. It doesn't have to be super structured. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to seem like you know it all. Actually, it's better if you ask questions and if you're vulnerable and if you're open-minded about the suggestions that people are going to give you here in the audience. So what I'm about to say is also, I wanted to thank Josh for hosting us here. This facility is wonderful and it's very inspiring and it makes you focus. You can stay after 1 Million Cups. And then all these ideas that you got from the audience when you presented, you can put them down and then you can write them down and start working on them. So it helps you move forward. Another thing that I wanted to say is I'm really grateful for the providers that are here. Introduce yourself, tell them who you are, tell them where you're struggling, because the providers are really listening to what your need is. And you never know, your provider could be someone who could really teach you from the beginning till the middle stages and until maybe many, many years. Honestly, the providers here know, they're very knowledgeable, they know the area, and they know people too, so they can connect you to the right people. Oakland Thrive also has been a great guidance to me because of these. I started to know the program, I started to know the resources, and you have those 2-hour consultations that really start to make you question, or they actually in these consultations, they ask you the right questions that make you think where your project is going to. So then all the resources that are here, and after you presenting and being here vulnerable in front of the audience and telling your idea, it really comes up to something that builds up and it starts to get structure or at least a direction. And sometimes that's all you need. I want to say that after the meetings that I've attended and after meeting with many of the resources provided throughout these meetings, I won a grant. It was a very important grant for me because it gave me capital to start moving forward, but also it gave me the validation with many other entrepreneurs. So I felt like I was part of the entrepreneurial group. I felt like I really had a business going. With the resources that Oakland Thrive provided, now I have a lawyer that's giving me all the right advice. Now I have an accountant that's giving me all the right advice. And I have a business coach that's telling me, really think about your direction, really think if that idea is really following your business plan. With all these resources, I feel like I have a base. And we always, as runners, say, before you run a marathon, you need a big aerobic base in order to be fast and in order to meet your goals. I feel like 1 Million Cups and all the resources that you get here as a presenter builds that aerobic base, builds that base of the pyramid so you can have the structure to grow. And that's where I'm at. I feel very confident now that when I say and I present a business, you know that I have a lot of people behind me, and you can trust that when I offer my service to you, you're actually having a business behind it. Even if it's an online business, and if it's a business that you don't see in a brick or mortar, there is a huge infrastructure behind the business that's going to deliver a good service for you. Of course, I don't have it all figured out. I also still have challenges. And when you present here, always be prepared with smart challenges, like really think what you're going to ask the audience. And so I could tell you that with the challenges that I face is that we're definitely, even though we're moving forward, there's a lot of automation and AI out there. We want to know more about that. There's always marketing ways to get out there and engaging the community. So when you come here and present, it's also about finding and figuring out those challenges and maybe coming back again and after you've presented and then ask the same questions to the people that you've already met, even if you're not presenting, because then you're in your head, the idea is still working and it's starting to set its place. So I don't know if you have any questions for me or if that covers it all.
Are those your running shoes?
No,
Oh,
these are just to make me taller.
Oh, sorry.
Hello? Yeah, sorry. So my question is, the first time you came, was there a piece of advice that really stuck out that you think would help people today?
Oh, yes, and I don't want to miss this. I remember Melissa told me when I was presenting, she said, why don't you do running workshops? Since you have an online community and you're actually worldwide, why don't you start traveling and do running workshops? How would that work? And I did that. I was like, why don't I just listen to Melissa and I just go to Mexico and do a workshop? It was so successful. I had 150 runners. And it was such a great social media impact for me. But then I said, well, this is easy. I'm doing it in Mexico. What about if I do it in Chicago where nobody knows me? And, you know, I'm just going to put myself out there. We only had 20 runners, but it was right before the Chicago Marathon. And now we have people asking about the workshop for this year. So it was putting myself out there. It was really not that much work, but I listened to Melissa and I was like, we'll do it. We'll see how it goes. And it went very well. The other suggestion that I got from the audience was if I contacted more educational programs for the schools in the community. I am in the middle of doing that. I'm a coach for Girls on the Run, and I'm trying to understand what are the needs of the community in terms of in the educational space. So I'm in the middle. So I'm trying to listen and then see what I'm going to put myself out there and just try it.
I mean, what you would try it, right?
Yeah.
Are there any challenges today that you'd like to ask about?
Yes, I have two biggest challenges. One is AI. This is as we start growing, I feel like there's so much automation, but we're a very small company. There's big companies that can purchase huge, robust AI solutions because they have the money. But us, we're just starting and we don't have that kind of money. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of AI solutions out there that could help me automate many of my processes. So this is one of my biggest challenges because we are growing. We are having a running community that's growing and a lot of people are starting to run. If you ever go with that turkey trot and you look behind you before you're starting to run, you're like, oh, these could be my clients. Oh, these people. What I see is that we really need automation. That's one of the challenges. The other one is the selling process or the sales process. I know it's easy when you do a one sales process, but when you start having much more clients, you need to make sure you answer the questions of the people that you're serving. I don't have time for that. My coaches don't have time for that or the expertise. So I think we need more sales solution management. That's definitely something in our process that's not getting quite out there, and definitely something that we need to work on.
So if anyone in the room has feedback on either sales or AI, you can line up over here and we'll give you a mic and a chance to help out.
Hey, I came here, no?
Talk about automation. Tell me in your mind what that looks like for you. Like, what would be ideal? Forget about money, but what would automation do for you specifically?
Okay, so we have a strategy of email marketing now because of the grant. So we have email marketing and automation on our social media, but it's more also in processes. There is a mismatch. When people pay, for example, I have to do so much manual work where I have to look and see who paid, what did they pay, what kind of membership, and then tie that to our service. All those little processes really take time, and especially when you're having clients constantly, and what they want is that immediate purchase. And sometimes I take 2 or 3 days even to realize that they made the sale. So the automation could be something like that.
I might have a solution for you. You can talk afterwards. I just want to be clear.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so this is my first time here, and I didn't know I was actually going to have to come up here.
A little bit closer.
Welcome.
A little bit closer. Oh, I didn't know I was going to actually have to come up here, so I'm a little nervous. But this is my recommendation when it comes to all of AI, because we have to remember that AI is just a tool, and so the focus I think has to be for you to look at your business from a revenue operations perspective and a customer journey, and think, what does that process look like when someone comes through my business, I call it your ecosystem, and look at the whole picture, and then to identify the area you want to focus on, then go out into the marketplace and look for a solution to fix that. So, in other words, like, look at your whole picture, because the challenge is it's become really overwhelming. At first, we only had a few AI things. We had a CRM. Maybe you had some mail stuff, right? But now, because of the proliferation, particularly with ChatGPT and those types of things, there's so many solutions out there that if you try to go out as an entrepreneur and just pick something, it will drive you nuts, right? So you have to come back to yourself. I like to say we empower yourself. Entrepreneur autonomy. Come back to yourself, outline what your business is, and then go out to the marketplace. And so that's one of the things, as I'm sitting here, that's one of the things that I really focus on, because marketing automation is my thing. And I had to, when I started my business, I had to go back. There was just too much stuff, and narrow it down to say, what do people need to learn to know how to pick this stuff? And it's go back to your center, identify your process, and then pick what you want. So you said invoicing, I would look for an all-in-one solution, because then you want to link everything together. You don't want people to come in and pay, and then you can't follow up with them. You can't talk to them. You can't log them into your community. So there's a way to do that, and I'm happy to talk to you about it.
Thank you so much.
Good morning.
Hi.
Loved your presentation.
Thank you.
Love what you're doing. In fact, I just wrote down turkey trot for this year. So
Call me if you need help.
I have a bucket list. Yes. Well, so I'm old, and I decided that I didn't need to know anything about AI. And then I went to a meeting with Princess Castleberry, and she's giving a presentation tomorrow, which I think you should attend. It's her second one, but when I finished that class, I realized I had my head, I don't know where, and I embraced it, and now I am taking classes actually in AI. I started with her classes. Now I have found classes in AI that actually works in my industry. So you might search online to see if there's an AI for the fitness industry. Because what I found is when I take these new classes, it's telling me exactly what I need to do for myself versus a big overall list. But I would strongly recommend Open Thrive, get on there and go to that class tomorrow.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you for the commercial. You guys are here.
Hi, there's also one here on the 11th with Princess Castleberry. She did one here, when? A couple months ago?
November, I think.
In November, she did like an AI one-on-one workshop. Like, you brought your laptop, you sat down, and she made you do the work. And so there's a part 2 that's happening here at 5:30 on the 11th with Open Thrive. So,
Can I comment with it if I didn't
yes,
come to one?
yeah, okay. Just bring your laptop because she'll send you home to get it.
Okay, thanks.
And another thing is, most CRMs have a free trial. So test it out, see what works for you for the workflow. Why not? You don't want to get 90% into the process and importing all of your people and then realize that it doesn't track, or you can't tell if they actually open your email, things like that, because some of those specs aren't included in the details. You just find out later that there are no analytics, or there's a limit to how many people you can import. So take a look at those with a different lens, because even for 1 million cups, we have been almost a year of trying to figure out how to take attendance, okay? It's a pain for you, it's a pain for us. But every app has its different thing. Some apps have like call where it remembers people. So when people attend your events, they don't have to type in everything every time. But some apps have a limit. So you can only have 50 people. You have more than 50 people. Or you can only send 100 emails a month. So
Yeah.
when, those are the kind of things you have to look at when you're shopping, and then figure out what your budget is. But it's really weird and annoying, but that's what you have to look at differently when you're shopping for those CRMs.
I agree, and some of them are very specialized. I would like to, there is AIs for analyzing runner's gait, for example, but I see that only PTs have access to certain things. And I'm like, well, there's other things that can be more general. So I get what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Like the one for attendance here is perfect, but it's also it'll scan your eyes to make sure that everybody's on time. And I'm like, no, we don't need to do all of that. So it's too much, but
Big
thank
brother.
you, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I really love.
A little closer to the mic.
I really love the way you are trying to help the people.
Speak just a little louder. There we go.
Thank you.
Mm.
Sorry for that. My name is Sri from my office is in Royal Oak. I've been in Royal Oak for over 15 years now. We do custom software. I'm not trying to sell you or anything here, but we have tremendous amount of knowledge on automation and information technology application. Our motto is to help a small business applying technology on their business. I have multiple ideas that I'm more than happy to share with you on how to use the AI. And we are actually developing AI software for surveillance companies right now. And certainly I'm happy to give you some consultants and coaching on how to use the AI and what are the different automations that you can use, and maybe perhaps improve your business process. So by all means, let me know. I'll be happy to provide you the consultation.
Thank you. That's pretty
Nice
Perfect time.
How you doing? I love the idea. My name is Fernie Brown. I own Disregard Solutions, but a couple questions and then make a recommendation. So have you looked at partnering with an athletic shoe company or shoes or equipment devices? Is that in your future or you doing it now?
Yeah, I have two partners. One is based in Virginia. She created running shoes, specialized running shoes. She is a RRC, a Road Runners Club of America club coach. And we met at our coaching too. And she is developed the whole technology for these shoes. She's amazing, and she's my partner now, and I help her to promote her shoe here in Michigan. So that's the running shoe. The other company that I work with is a recovery company that gives you it has different devices for you to recover for after you run independently without a PT. Let's just say.
Yeah, that's how I was kind of thinking, like using PT as another channel you can market into, as well as device, and it might be designed to run, but some of the AI, we talk about AI, so we do a lot of AI kind of analysis, kind of looking at the market. Because saying AI is kind of like saying I want my taxes done. What kind of taxes you want done? So, right, so the AI, the speed at which it's growing, it's going to open up a lot of channels. Like, not to get too techy, but like generative AI has increased last year by what they didn't expect by 2-fold now, 4-fold. So knowing and pinning down what you need to get into for AI in terms of sales, or you said sales marketing, or so you need to kind of really work with your coach on processing that down, because there's 1,000 AI sales apps out there right now, right? And it's like buying a car. But if you don't know, and I think that's the key part as you go down that lane of don't just be consumed by AI, just understand what you need out of it, and then put that on a list, and then go after that. Because it'll drown you if you just say, I want AI. Okay, I need food. What does that mean? So you can kind of think through a little bit more detail. Your coaches will probably help you with that. And again, we offer assessment services in it as well. So
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, does anyone else want to come up and offer anything? Yeah, Bill.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is so good to see you back. I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to come back and join us. We really love to hear about the progress that you've made so far. And not that we're a do-all, catch-all to everyone, but if you're an entrepreneur in this room, if you're thinking of starting a business, please make sure that you include 1 million cups as part of your ecosystem, because we do have the resource, we have people. And it's really more than networking. Of course, I'm going to still commercial. It's really about making meaningful connections to help you to grow your business or to help you to even start a business. Just want to say thank you so much. We're proud of what you've accomplished so far. And you got to get me going to running as well. So we need to talk after minutes.
Turkey trot. What's that turkey trot? Yeah.
Turkey trot.
Turkey trot.
Oh, wait a minute, I can start now.
Oh, yeah. Let's do picture.
There you go. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Anna, for coming in today. Tell us where you've been and where you've come to and where you're going next. And we'll get a turkey trot group together.
Yay, the million cups turkey trot.
There we go. I love that.
I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you for, I wanted to say thank you to my providers that are here, that guided me. Yes, she's wonderful. She listened to me and I got a grant. She told me step by step. And so I'm very grateful for you. Thank you.
All right, next up, I'd like to welcome Marlon Lyons from Oakland Thrive to talk a little bit.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Marlon Lyons. I'm one of the consultants for Oakland Thrive. Just wanted to stop by and be able to encourage those of you that are here. If you're coming and you're thinking about one day of being able to step up here, that thought in your mind. If you've already stepped up here and you want to come back again and be able to encourage other people to do the same, absolutely do that. I've been with this organization, which is Oakland Thrive, for about coming up on 10 months now. And so I can personally tell you that there's a lot of opportunity for you to be able to grow and to evolve. And my piece of advice based on the things that I've seen is we were taught from the beginning as children to be afraid of making mistakes. We went and got put into the school system, which we were judged based on being in a group and being able to hit certain metrics to be able to say that we passed. And what I want you to understand is your journey is yours and it's yours and yours alone. And what I want to encourage you to do is have the courage to start going and then have the vulnerability to allow others to help you get where you want to go faster. And the way you can control that is being able to take a supreme benefit from the knowledge and wisdom that you were given from the people that raised you. What I would say in regards to how you're gonna do that is, commit yourself to personal growth and development. That way, when somebody like me gives you advice that you're uncomfortable with, do it anyway. Because I'm not staking my reputation on telling you the wrong thing. So keep coming, build your confidence, commit yourself to personal growth and development. That way, when people like Ms. Nicole Lewis give you advice, listen. That way, when people like Ms. Harrell give you advice, listen. People like Mr. Pagis, listen. I come to him and ask him for help because I need help too. If you're afraid to receive help, you're afraid to be successful. You're afraid to be successful, then you're playing with yourself. And I don't want you to do that. So I represent Farmington Hills. There's other consultants that are spread throughout Oakland County, and we work together. So there's no such thing as a bad opportunity to move forward. Thank you for your time.
All right, I'm going to bring Carmen up for a second to talk about an upcoming event, a field trip that we have planned.
Field trip.
Hi. Thank you all for coming. I'm Carmen. I'm with Incubizo. Thank you for coming. So I just posted this on Instagram, but as a person who threw events in Chicago for 10 years, getting people to show up week after week was impossible, and we were giving them alcohol. You know what I mean? So this is just a really, really cool thing. Look around, like there's a new face or 6 every week, which is really awesome. And we're almost at 1 year, which is insane. And we started with 15 people at the solarium across the street. So that is really cool. Also, happy Black History Month. So we're celebrating. We are inviting everybody on a field trip. So on the last Monday of the month, everybody is invited to the Godfrey Hotel. Every Monday night, they do a thing anyways called Black on Both Sides, where the bartenders are perfection. And we're going. We're just crashing their party. A friend of mine is the bar manager, and I said that we were showing up with a bunch of entrepreneurs, and he said great. So there might be some more details, a drink after 1 million cups, perhaps. But it's. I asked what time it started. He said 7. I said great. We're showing up at 6 because I'm tired. But Monday the 24th, 6 o'clock at the Godfrey Hotel. We're gonna celebrate all of us together. So it's a field trip, tell your friends. And you are welcome to be here after 1 million cups. However, if you didn't know, this is now our space. So we are under construction upstairs. So if you would like to stay and co-work, you can, but that means work. No tap dancing and yelling and chatting and screaming. After 10:30, just pay attention to the volume that you're at, because all of these offices are people that are working and having conference calls and things like that. So we're not kicking you out, we're just turning down the volume a little bit, but please stay. If you need the Wi-Fi password, we can give it to you. So that's that. Oh. Yes.
So I work at
Yeah. I know. I was talking to Aaron.
My God, I was like, yeah, we got shows.
No.
Be like, so where's everybody?
No. Aaron and I are texting. So it's like 7 might be, you know. I'm texting. We're working on it, but yeah. So we do co-working space, flex work spaces. We have private offices. We have conference rooms. All of those things, which most of you know. But if you have any questions about memberships, virtual addresses, PO boxes are coming in the vestibule, as you see, construction happening there too. So we've got a lot going on. Thanks for your patience while this construction is happening. So that's it. That's all I got.
All right, and next I'm bringing up Daryl from Open Thrive. When will you go? Thank you so much. Please give everyone a round of applause. Thank you for our coffee sponsor. And if you haven't had donuts, they are amazing. Gotta check them out. Real quickly, again, our field trip's coming up. We have Princess Castleberry coming up on the 11th to talk about AI. And again, it is hands-on and interactive, so please bring your laptops. It is free, 5:30 on the 11th. It is an amazing, amazing event, and she is so cool. Thanks for our new people who came out this week. Please raise your hand if you are new. Don't let this be the last time I see you guys. If you want to be a presenter, you saw how Karina did it. She was smooth. Don't hesitate to talk to one of us, talk to the organizers in the room. If you're an organizer for one of the cups, raise your hand. Talk to any of us. Welcome. Good to see you. And again, if you want to sponsor coffee, talk to Carmen. We're done. Let's wrap up. We're going to wrap up a little early today. We had a different format than we normally have, but I loved it. I thought it was perfect. So thanks for coming out, everyone. Take some time to network. Take some time to meet someone. We are also going to gather. We do a picture every week that we post on our social media. Please go to our social media, follow us, tag yourself, tag others, tag 1 Million Cups, DetroitMetro, tag Oakland Thrive, tag entrepreneurship, tag small business. Get us out there in the community because we want to fill this room up. We want to continue to help entrepreneurs in Oakland County. If you don't have an address, if you want to take it, if you're not an Oakland County business, but you want to take advantage of all the resources, talk to one of the Oakland Thrive people in the room and we can make sure we help you to get some help. We're done. Thank you so much. Let's gather for the picture in the front of the room, and thanks for coming out today.
Yes. Oh, if you can make your way up the stairs, if you are able to walk up the stairs, then come on up the stairs. If not, come on here. If you are able to make your way up the stairs to be in the photograph, the rest of us can be down here at the base. Come on over for a quick photograph at the stairwell. We would love it for our coffee sponsors to join us on the stairwell. Daryl, get your people for the photo. Linda. Just a little quick. Yeah, everybody. Dale, you gotta be in it now. Due to the lack of participation, you must be in the photo. All right, anyone here over needs to come up here.
Your call.
Thanks, y'all. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1 million cups. Can you get them here?